Have you ever had that feeling? Like a memory is so real you can almost touch it, but everyone around you says it never happened. That's what happened to me and my friends last Tuesday. It started like any other school day. We were walking our usual route, cracking jokes, complaining about homework. You know, the normal stuff. But when we turned the corner onto where Elm Street should have been, it was just gone. I don't mean blocked off or under construction. I mean gone. In its place was an old, overgrown park that looked like it had been there for 100 years. We all just stood there, completely stunned. Hughes. Like, wait, where's my house? His house was on Elm Street. So was Myers. And so was the best comic book shop in town. We looked at each other, our faces a mix of confusion and pure panic. We ran to school, thinking maybe we were all having some kind of crazy shared dream. We tried to tell our teacher, Mr. Harrison. We told him Elm Street was missing. Yet, he just gave us this weird, pitying look and said, "Kids, there's never been an Elm Street in this town." We pulled out our phones to show him on a map, but it wasn't there. It was like it had been wiped from existence, scrubbed clean from every map, every record, and every adult's memory. But not ours. We remembered the cracked sidewalk in front of the old bakery. We remembered the squeaky gate at Myers' house. We remembered spending hours in Leo's attic building forts out of cardboard boxes. These weren't just vague ideas, they were our lives. How could everyone forget? That afternoon, we met up at our spot by the creek. We knew we weren't crazy. Something was seriously wrong with our town. It felt like a giant eraser had come down from the sky and just rubbed out a whole piece of our world. And the scariest part, the adults were acting like nothing had changed. They were completely oblivious. That's when we made a pact. We were the only ones who knew the truth. We were the only ones who remembered. So, it was up to us to figure this out. Who, or what, was erasing our town, and why? We formed a secret team right then and there. We called ourselves the Memory Keepers. Our mission, to uncover the truth and find what was stolen from us before another street, or worse, another one of us, vanished without a trace. We started gathering clues. Old photos, diaries, anything that might prove Elm Street existed. It was harder than we thought. It seemed like whatever took the street was incredibly thorough. We found an old yearbook from 5 years ago. In the back, there were ads for local businesses. And there it was, a tiny, faded ad for Elm Street Comics. It was our first real piece of evidence, a little spark of hope. But this is just the beginning. The more we dig, the weirder things get. We found strange symbols etched into sidewalks near other disappeared places. We started to notice. We've seen shadowy figures watching us from a distance. We're starting to think this isn't random. Someone is targeting our town, piece by piece. We don't know who we can trust, but we have each other. And we have our memories. We're not going to let them be erased. We're going to find Elm Street. We have to. This is our story. The story of how a group of ordinary kids decided to fight back against an enemy that could literally rewrite reality. Stick with us to see what we uncover next. It's going to be a wild ride.